Alright guys, so I have my iced coffee and there's going to be some sprinkler ASMR because the sprinklers are on and the windows are down.
You know you're in for a good one once the red lipstick goes on. I'm sure most of you have already seen the drama with her and Lolcow. If you haven't, I highly recommend going over to their channel to witness the craziness that went down. Last night Keemstar ended his stream early because he was so enraged by the evilness of this beast. Judging by how crazy the Etika situation was, it's no wonder it hit so close to home for him.
This is her disgusting Yaba's history, my bad, not her husband.
Have bullied somebody with mental illness, they deleted themselves. I'm not saying that's the reason, but it didn't help. Her husband came on.
I'm already done. I'm already done. No, I will not hear any more of this. I will not. What you just did is fucking evil. What you just did is so evil. I've dealt with this myself. You know, I interviewed a content creator known as Etika. We were talking about simulation theory, and I said, you cannot believe that this is all fake and this is a simulation and life is a video game because then you have no reason to live. Like 5 weeks later, he ended up committing suicide, and people said it was because of me and because of me saying that. And bro, this is personal for me. That is disgusting, Foodie Beauty. And you owe her an apology immediately. Holding someone responsible for suicide because they were fighting at the time is an evil fucking thing. And I have been the victim of it. And it sucks. It sucks. It cuts you so fucking deep. I don't even want to watch anymore. I want to see a fucking apology for that immediately. That is just so fucking wrong.
Yeah, you know you fucked up when you actually hurt Keem a little bit. You know you're super fucked up. You fucked up.
I'm going to end the show. I've had enough. I'm going to end the show. It's just so you don't like someone, so you're blaming them for a suicide. No. And you even said it yourself. I'm not saying that's the reason. Fuck you. Why'd you bring it up?
It's a beautiful, beautiful Saturday, and I just wanted to talk to you guys about some things, some updates. Where do I start? I'm not organized at all. I am going to be doing a challenge on my channel and in my life. Yes, I need you guys to hold me accountable for this. Here we go. It's actually going to be a no drama challenge.
Okay, that's just stupid. It won't last until sunset, especially considering she just poked the bear. That's Marty and he's not happy about it. Besides, drama is her bread and butter.
You know, I always come on here and, you know, I always say that I'm going to do a lot of things. I don't do half of the things I say I'm going to do, and that actually like bugs me. Changing is not it's easier said than done, but I really don't want to be dragged into drama online. I don't like how it makes me feel. I don't like how it's the negative vibes it gives off.
No one dragged you into anything. You were the one who willingly went on that show you've been fantasizing about co-hosting for over half a year. It's designed to be a drama-filled show and you knew that before going on there. Don't act brand new all of a sudden.
It's just not healthy and it's really just time consuming, and I can think of so many ways to focus on myself and better myself that I just don't want to focus on anything else.
I think you should be feeding into it. You've been trying to save your dwindling views for so long, and all of a sudden you were able to just about double your views overnight. That show would make her a lot of money, but one thing that is certain about Foodie is that she can never put her ego aside. If her ego gets bruised, she goes nuclear.
I want to focus on becoming a better person that I always say I want to, and part of that is actually, I was watching a podcast from a Muslim woman. It just really made sense to me. And it made me feel enlightened after that podcast. And I realized that the no drama and the positive vibes have to start with, you know, changing how you entertain yourself. That's very important. The things that we consume for our brains, the things we feed our brains, are just as important as the things we feed our bodies. I realized that. I was paying attention to how I felt after watching this podcast on Islam, and it just made me feel enlightened. It made me feel good, and it really inspired me. And whenever I watch other podcasts or drama streams, people bickering at each other, backbiting, telling lies, rumors, all this and that, it makes me feel not good, you know?
Because you take yourself so seriously and refuse to take accountability for the things you do. Keemstar made a great point the other day.
You spent a lot of time on this show, and you spent a lot of time in this video explaining to everyone that was the old me. That was my old life. If they are separate, then why can't we laugh at the old you? If these are two different things, you've changed your life, things are good now, why can't we laugh at the clown? You admit you didn't respect yourself, you were being a clown back then, you were making bad decisions. Why can't the new you laugh at that one? You want to know why? It's because nothing has really changed. And I don't know you like that, but I can figure it out just from watching just little snippets, right? Nothing has changed. When you are telling this audience over, I'm new, I've changed. No, it can't be. It can't be. Because why are you getting offended at the old clown you used to be? Why is that so offensive, that the stuff that you did back then? Why is that affecting you now? It shouldn't be if you're a new person.
Anyway, the podcast was talking about how to clean your heart and soul. Another one of the things I need to do is just do and say what I want and not worry about how other people are going to perceive it, because, you know, there's always going to be somebody opposing what you say, and that's just how it is in life. But they were talking about, you have your heart filled with darkness, with hate, with illness and negativity, and it's actually really bad for your heart and soul. It's really not good for you. And to cleanse that and become a better person, you have to start removing the things that are basically causing you to be ill in that way. So for example, as an analogy, when you have a wound that's infected, you have to start taking away the things that are keeping it infected.
Notice how everything is always blamed on someone or something else. She can't possibly be causing the darkness and evil in her heart, right? Foodie, you need therapy, not a podcast telling you why it's everyone else's fault.
You have to take away the dirt. You have to take away the bacteria. You have to, you know, and you have to cleanse it. And that works, you know. It's starting with basically removing negativity in my surroundings, removing people who don't want anything good for you in your life. I'm happy with a smaller surrounding. I'm happy with very few friends, because I'd rather have few real people in my life than a bunch of fake people. Again, like I'll say, quality over quantity. So
real friends aren't yes men. Keem was actually trying to help you get all your skeletons out and make you own up to the things you've done. But in Foodie's mind, that's being fake.
You know, a couple of years ago, maybe two and a half, 3 years ago or something like that, I used to have a huge following. I realized that the majority of those people didn't want good for me. They wanted me to be in a situation where I wasn't happy. They wanted drama. They wanted all kinds of things that I didn't want.
Not true. People were begging you to quit your snow problem, stop following Nada around, get therapy and address your weight. You were the one who didn't want good things for yourself.
Their support was conditional. I really want to work on being consistent with creating positive content for people. I want to use my platform for good, not to tear other people down. And I have done a lot of that. I don't want to do that. I don't, even in self-defense, I don't want to lower myself to a level that I'm not proud of and that I'm going to have to work hard to get out of and make right with God. It's really hard navigating your way through social media when it's such a toxic place. And, you know, I don't want to contribute to that toxicity anymore. I want to make positive content. And if that means having a smaller following, that's okay. It might be temporary. Inshallah, maybe eventually I will bring in with a consistent, maybe in a year's time or something, few months time, if I really stick to this no negativity plan, maybe my content will draw in positive people, which will replace the negative ones. And that's kind of what I want to work on in a way, So I'm starting with, I'm going to start with a 7 days, no drama, no addressing drama. And I'm going to actually take a good break from live streaming just for a little bit while I'm doing this. People come in purposely trying to pull me into drama, and I just always take the bait, and I just need to learn to not do that. I just have to forgive myself for my past, repent to God about it. I have. The good thing about Islam is when you become Muslim, you take the Shahada, any sins you committed before you were Muslim are erased by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So basically, anything from my past, all of the stuff that's being talked about, distributed throughout drama channels, hate channels, whatever, it's irrelevant in my life now. It's not going to go away, but it does in my life. Just let people ruminate about things that are not relevant anymore to me. Yeah, that being said, I have filled out an intake for some psychotherapy. I will hopefully hear from them soon. That's all I'm pretty much going to say about that. I might share some things that I've learned throughout it, but I'm not going to tell you much more about that right now because I don't really have much to share about that. But I did take that step because I realized, there are a lot of traumas in the past few years, and even before that in my life, that I've just bottled up, and I haven't dealt with these feelings, and it's a tale as old as time. If you suppress them, they eventually come out in ways you never would imagine, and they come out at times when something else triggers you to think of them, and that's what happened. And I'm just taking a break to talk to you guys, but I have other plans after this, so I'm going to enjoy my Saturday in a positive way and just try to put everything behind me and just try to ignore all the noise and just move on and really focus on what's important. I realize that I'm not here to please anyone in life other than, God. That's what I'm gonna try to do. So okay, so I wanted to talk about travel. I haven't been mentally very well, and also physically, and I think that I would just like to focus on myself a bit more.
Here we go, setting up the narrative for the visa run. Right on time too.
Salah was talking to me about taking a break from YouTube for a little bit so that I can focus on myself. So I'm really just thinking about that. I don't want to announce anything, grandiose, permanent until I've really thought about it. I would have to plan my time away to keep myself busy. Maybe go on some day trips with Salah. Really just enjoy our time together and strengthen our relationship even more. I would miss you guys. I mean, it wouldn't be forever, it would be just a break. I think that I've never taken a real good break from YouTube. That might do me some good, even people who work normal jobs, they need vacation time too. They need days off,
What do you mean even people with normal jobs? Are you implying you pressing record when you eat your dinner is harder than working a 9 to 5? I know owning your own business is tough and you never get to take a break from it, but Foodie literally does nothing but eat and seal for content.
I know my job is not physically exhausting, but it is mentally in a lot of ways. In this time that I would take off from YouTube, have it be a planned time off, not just like, I'm out and I'm quitting, No, I want to plan it. And if I do it, then it would be, I want to come back refreshed and have this break be beneficial in some way.
So instead of taking advantage of the new wave of attention you got, you rather run away and hide. Keep dreaming about that new positive audience that you think is right around the corner. Don't hold your breath.
Anyways, guys, I think that's all I wanted to talk about, really. Just, how I'm doing, kind of an update on that. I'm not going to be in rivalry, in fights, in competition with anybody in life, on the platform, off the platform. Except with the person I was yesterday. I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you in the future. Bye, guys.